Hi everybody, it's Sayaji Dan,
Saya Mouse.
and this is the 7-count sequence for the line form or Guardian of the Sacred Passage. Now if you are in an assisted mobility device like a walker, we are going to show you a sequence that changes the stepping pattern just a tiny bit so that you can use your walker and lock it in. Now, one of the important things of sequence 5, which is the 7-count sequence for the line form, is that you're actually getting attacked from your back side. So we are going to use the back of the walker as part of our defense in this sequence. Now, the walker is made of aluminum. We're not going to use it like something out of a horrible movie. We're not going to swing it around and trap people with it and spin. None of us are Jackie Chan. We can't do that. But we can leave it as a barrier. Doing that, we can also use it as a lock for our balance, which we learned way back in the early belts, and we can use it to help protect our groin and pelvic area while we're working. So we just finished sequence 6 where you stepped way out from your walker and did your elbow leading hammer fist, and you've come after this guy. Someone's attacking you from behind. Well, look, isn't it nice that you already are almost halfway turned? You're going to come into your walker, go to your X, step back with your right foot, and do a hook block right. And when you do that, it's going to turn your body to face the right. So let me make sure you truly understand what I'm saying. When you bring your feet together in your walker and the person's coming and you go to your X, you're going to drive your right elbow, your right forearm down while stepping with your right foot. You've got the walker to help you. You can grab the walker with this hand if you need to. Okay? But if you lock into your walker right, as you turn your hook, you can turn into your walker, adjusting your feet, and lock into it. That's going to give you an extra set of balance points. Okay? Now, once you've got that hook block up, and you're locked in, you can release what you trapped while throwing a punch, which gives you an opportunity to grab with your right arm on your walker and short punch left. Okay? So it's a hook block right, short punch left, and that short punch here is coming in either over the top, okay, of whatever you grabbed, all right, over top of the hand if you trap the hand, or inside the line, or if it was a foot, somebody trying to kick you high and you drop that front kick and you're able to trap it straight in and you can punch a little lower towards the groin. But what I like to see in this strike is realistically what's happening is you're blocking somebody's arm, is reaching for you and holding his arm over here for just a second and shooting in with that short punch. Okay? And then you can see it's about chest or shoulder high. Okay, that's count 2. Now, because you did that punch, you're going to drive into an X and then go an overhead block and a low block. So overhead block right, low block left. This is clearing your zone, and because if you punch somebody, you held onto somebody, and you punch somebody, they might try to hold onto you, so you're going to clear and set the zone. You've got protection of your walker, you're outside, you're overhead, but because you've gone low, this isn't the best arm to now attack with. It's gone low, so you're going to use your overhead arm to corkscrew a punch downward and twist, and that is definitely a pelvic strike. Down low pelvic strike. You're here. The elbow and fist are going to turn. You're going to punch down and twist the arm so that it's up. Now, when you do that, I would like to see you do this with your hand to get it in your center line. If you have to hold on to your walker, that's okay. Okay? But you see what happens when I do it just naturally. There's no way for me to leave my hand here. What I'm doing is pulling my own walker. Because I'm pushing and pulling, and I've been doing that so much now, and I'm a red belt, and I'm training myself to sweat, behave my language, and I'm punching. That pulling is going to pull on my walker by habit. So it's better if you let go of your walker and put that hand up here. You're locked in, hopefully, and you can bring that hand in there. Now, if you have to hold on, but we're working towards getting past that. All right? So, we've done a hook block 1, a short punch 2, a high-low 3, corkscrewing punch 4. So for 5, you just hit somebody right here and they go, ah! So grab their head. Grab them and pull them into a headbutt. Bring your elbows down like we talked about. Drop your chin to your chest. Use the crown of your head and punch up into them. Remember, you don't just pull them into your head. You also attack with your head. Okay? So that's the next count. That's count 5. You pull them into the headbutt. You're locked in. Now, this is using your opponent as balance. And now you're going to be moving around. So you might need to reset your balance with a hand on your walker. And that's okay. Use your right hand to reset your balance and lift them up with your left hand. Okay? And if you set them up with your left hand, they're ready for a long punch through with the right. And that's a power punch that drives through your target all the way through and knocks them backwards, because you don't want them falling at your feet. You want them falling backwards. So you want to drive through with the long punch, drive them out and count 7. Okay, so now we've moved around a little bit and we've reoriented ourselves so that we can do the practical with the live body. Let's see how it looks when I'm doing the bad guy stuff. So it begins, he's finished that, and he sees me, and he's going to step in, and as he goes back, he's going to drive back and catch my punch as I'm punching at him. That was a low punch. Let go. I can also do a higher punch or a push. Boom. And he's trapping. That's most likely what this is for. In the high art, if we want to pretend, and maybe it's a front kick. Boom, right? Okay, great. But a little unrealistic. All right, most likely it's a push or a punch. So let's focus on that. As I come in, and he's coming in here, and I'm going for my push, he wraps, and then he can shoot straight over or under, right, with that short punch, because he traps my arms. Now, I'm not going to stand there. In a practical application, as I go to push and he steps back, I'm going to start pulling back, but it's way too late already if he throws that short. Again, like we said, you can shoot up high as well. So, that's 1 and 2. First things first, go back. We'll go 1, 2. So as I come in and I'm pushing, he redirects me and he shoots over my face. 2, right? Good. Now look at his hand. From here, he's going to push my arms down as I'm retracting, and he's going to set, clearing the zone. Low block, high block over his head to get my hands out of the way as I pull back up, because I'm recovering. He's hit me 1 time. I'm not out of the fight yet. So as I recover and I bring my hands back up, that hand's out of place. He's going to take this hand and punch down. My hands come up. He's going to corkscrew down, boom, into my bladder or below the belt if he can. He's going to sink his weight. And the idea is this punch comes down and in, setting me backwards and downwards at the same time. So I don't really have a choice. Boom, and I sit. And as I sit, I'm going to fold. So after technique number 4, he's going to grab me and headbutt me. Boom. Wham, okay, ow, and then he's going to lift me up to set me up, and then I can use to rebalance and then drive that punch. Boom, technique over, okay? And that's the practical application of what we're using here in the 7-count sequence of the line form. Get training, practice with intention, think about these concepts when you're training your form empty hand, and really think about how you would drive into headbutts, how you would drive through, and how you would lift, and practice this aka with intention.